Welcome to this Windows channel, and today, August 18, 2015, we are having some news of Microsoft and Windows 10 in general. So, in today's news, first is the news about Microsoft Edge usage. Well, it's a rough start for Microsoft Edge. NetStats has released statistics of the web and regarding Microsoft Edge, saying that Windows 10 users, only 16% use Microsoft Edge as their main browser. So it means that, 84% of users are using something else. Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, Opera, Safari, whatever. And so this is a very low number, and I personally can understand a little why, because I do use Microsoft Edge a lot. I've been, using Edge almost everywhere when I can use it, and it is a good browser, but it is still missing some features, and there are some websites that actually don't work well. And if you're used to another browser, basically, like Internet Explorer, Chrome, and so on, well, you know what? You can go to these browsers and you still have the same functionalities. You don't have to learn how to use the browser. So I can understand that. Also, the fact that it lacks, functions like add-ons and so on that a lot of people want is not helping. So we'll see if things change with Threshold 2 update in October, when Microsoft Edge will be, of course, upgraded. And another little bit of news here about DRM, which is Digital Rights Management. Basically, a lot of games use this to protect from copy. It's really a copy protection machine. Safe Disk, Secure Home, DRM types from different games like Grand Theft Auto 3, Flight Simulator 2004, The Sims, prevent these games from actually working on the Windows 10. And the reason is Microsoft actually decided that the secdrv.sys system file is unsecure, it's old, it's never been updated in many years, and that it's just a security problem in Windows. So that's why they didn't add it. And the company that makes this driver said pretty much, well, you know what, it's old and we're not going to update it. So if you have or play these games, and there are probably many other games that support this, but some of the big titles, Sims, Flight Simulator 2004, and Grand Theft Auto 3 are examples of games that actually don't work in Windows 10 because of that. So you might want to stay in an older operating system if you play these games. And games, while we are talking about games, some news reports have come up that pirated games will be disabled or uninstalled from your computers in Windows 10. Well, that is totally false. Microsoft does not scan your computer for these games or for pirated games. Microsoft will not be disabling any pirated games. This is something that comes from pretty much the same group of people that are going crazy over Windows 10's privacy. And you can really see that there's like a group out there somewhere that kind of wants to really give bad reputation to Windows 10 and try to prevent most users of going there. It's very interesting to see, and you know what? I'm actually wondering who is behind all of those facts. And 90% of what people say are actually false or really overblown. So it's interesting to see. And I get tons of messages on the channel of people saying, you didn't read the license agreement, because if you'd read it, you'd see that they do what they want. Well, you know what? I'm sure that some parts will say that they can do a lot more than we would like to. But you know what? Why the hell would they do that? There's no reasons. There's actually no reason to do it. And that's really something that, I find so funny. And, I get hate mail since I posted my own comments about privacy settings in Windows 10. So no, they're not disabling any pirated games. This is totally false information that is being sent out there. And you know what? It just shows you that so many news feeds on the web actually post pretty much anything they hear, false or true. And that's also something that you have to be careful. And here we try to get the real, and truthfully news. You know what? For those that say, well, yeah, you work for Microsoft, I don't. Okay? This is my channel, and I have nothing to do with Microsoft. I just love Windows, and I just love talking about it, and that's it. You know what? If there's something bad, I will tell you there's something bad. Regarding Windows 10, there's a lot of businesses that are actually going to upgrade. There's talk about Bank of America, the first one to announce they will upgrade by the end of the year to Windows 10, which is quite nice. And in the recent statistics, from what we hear is that 30% of enterprise plan to go to Windows 10 by the end of the year, and more than 50% by the end of 2016. So I think this is a great start to Windows 10 in the enterprise. This is where Microsoft makes money off of Windows. A lot of people have been telling me how they make money if they don't charge for Windows. Well, they do for businesses. They do if you buy a new computer with Windows 10 installed on it. So that's where they get the money. They don't get the money from users. Users are a very small portion of people that pay for Windows. So it's good news for Microsoft, that's for sure. And one of the comments, a lot of people have been saying, well, why don't they go to Apple computers, iPads, stuff like that? Most enterprise leaders say that Microsoft is better because they can talk to Microsoft. And Microsoft listens and answers. And when they need help, Microsoft is there. But when they do that on Apple, Apple just doesn't help and doesn't care. And that's the reason why businesses still stay with Microsoft Windows, because it's just much simpler to use. And you know what? Most businesses use Windows, so it's of course a better chance of compatibility, of course. And finally, web developers that that make websites and so on can also check out the new virtual machine for Edge browser that they can use. That will help them, of course, test their websites with the new browser, Microsoft Edge. And that was not the last news. The last news is if you're using Groove, film and TV, in some countries it's called movies and TV, they've been updated. The apps have been updated in Windows 10. So if you use these apps, why not go take a look and see maybe what has changed in the different apps that you have according to Microsoft. There's many changes to these two apps basically. If you enjoy my videos, why not subscribe to my channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments, questions, anything you want to learn about Windows, please do so. If you want to comment on something, please do so also. Also, if you have a suggestion of a video, you can send it. I have lots of suggestions, so these videos are coming up soon. Also, if you subscribe, well, you know what? You'll know when new videos are online. We try to post every day, so hopefully you will want to follow us. So thank you for watching.